Hello and welcome back to the Road to Good Cooking, and happy holidays to you all. It was nice and chilly today and I felt like something warm and cozy and delicious, so I dug out my hot pot and I'm making myself a Friday night hot pot cook. And when I tell you it was absolutely finger looking good, you can tell by the look on my face how much I was enjoying it. So let me show you how I put this wonderful Friday night hot pot cook together. Okay, right when I was ready to start recording my video, this happened. Oh well, so much for my nice quiet ASMR cooking video I was going to make for you today. Good thing I poured myself a little toddy to get through this video. Well, I was pointing out to you guys all the fixings that I had for my hot pot, and as you can see, I have some red onions, some cabbage, some green onions, some carrots, some broccoli, my pork I put on little skewers. There's my homemade chicken broth, which I'm getting ready to start right now. And I'm going to have to mute the entire video because they were working outside my front door, and I can't complain because they dug up this bush that I have been complaining about that was completely dead. So I was happy to see it, get out of there today. So I put up with the noise. It's no big deal. I just muted it. And I'm sorry you guys won't be able to hear the nice sizzle, and I was going to make it like an ASMR video where you can just sit back and relax and listen to the sounds of sizzling and me cooking and clanking and well, that didn't happen. So as you can see here, I started my chicken broth. I'm warming that up. And you don't see any seasoning on this table, and there's a reason for that, because when I make my chicken broth, I just load it up with seasoning, and it is so flavorful. You can eat it all by itself. And in this little bowl here, I have some olive oil and some sesame seed oil, and I'm going to put that all around my grill here, and that'll add a nice Asian flavor to it with that sesame oil. So how was you guys' holiday? How was your Thanksgiving? Mine was pretty much like I thought it would be. I had kind of a rough time getting through it, but I got through it. Oh, and here's my pork satay. That's what you call these, pork satays. They're just pork skewers. And when you're doing this with a group of people, it's just really fun to take the pork skewers and just lay them all around, and they're nice and thin. I marinated them for like 2 days, so they are going to be super tender. And when I'm cooking with a bunch of people and we're just doing this, it's just really fun to have a big old platter full of different kinds of meats, and everybody put their meat on, and we just kind of munch as we go. And it's just a fun way to just get together and have a nice little gathering and just sit and eat and munch and just enjoy the evening. So it's just me and Sophie today, and I'm going to make the best of it. And there's all my veggies. I'm going to start my soup. I put the soup on one side, and then I'm going to cook the noodles on the other side. It's all going to come together in one bowl, but I like to separate it like that. So how was you guys' Thanksgiving? Mine was kind of quiet. I had some up and down moments, which I knew I would. I did cook my sister Tessie's collard greens and rib sandwich. I didn't film it because I just wasn't in the mood, guys. I had a hard enough time just getting through the day. And but I'm going to put a link in the iCard above so you can go and check out the original video that I made last year for her when I was making that sandwich. And you could see it from start to finish, where I made the bread and the collard greens and clipping the collard greens. And it was just, more of the same. And it was just really, really, really nice to put that sandwich together, knowing that my sister Tessie would really enjoy it. And I did. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I made 2 sandwiches, one for me and one for Tessie. I ate my sandwich on Thanksgiving, and I ate Tessie's sandwich the next day. Yeah, so me and onions. I like to load up whatever I'm eating with tons of onions, and I have a nice flavorful red onion here. I'm adding my asparagus. And one thing about cooking a hot pot, you can pretty much, every time you guys see me cook a hot pot, I use different things, different meats, different proteins, and it's just fun to just just add whatever you want and just cook whatever you want. It's a great way to get rid of all your veggies, you know, the ones that are trying to go bad on you. So waste not, want not. Okay, I'm going to kick back and let you guys enjoy the video, and I'll put on some nice Christmas music for you so we can all get into the spirit. Okay, I got everything put up. I got my plate served up and the leftovers. I have enough leftovers for tomorrow and Sunday. And I'm going to try these chopsticks one more time for you guys. I have been practicing, so you'll be able to see my progress. At least this time, I was able to keep the food on the chopsticks. I didn't drop it down my blouse or in my lap. And the asparagus, oh my God, the asparagus was, it just melted in my mouth. Everything was so good. There's my fork, just in case I get tired of these chopsticks, which I will be getting tired of pretty quick. Only thing I don't like about chopsticks, I can't put a bunch on there where I could, I want a mouthful. When I eat, I want a mouthful of something. But see, I got a pretty good chunk there, and that was good. But I was kind of over the chopsticks. I really was. I was done with them. They had to go. And that's why I had my fork setting on the side. Oh my goodness. I tell you what, these pork satays are so delicious. And I marinated them for 2 days. And the dipping sauce is to die for delicious. And I will put a link to the video that has the recipe. It's an old video. I made it some years ago, and in that video, it was so fun to watch. My stepdaughter's in there, my son-in-law is in there, the grandchildren, and my Jerry was in that video. And the day that I cooked this, I had forgotten about that video, and it just warmed my heart. And it was something to take my mind off of everything else that's going on. But you guys got to try these pork satays. They're really, really, really good. And I tell you what, one thing about pork loin, and that's what I made these with, pork loin. Pork loin really doesn't have a whole lot of flavor to it. You have to, add all kinds of stuff to it to make it taste halfway decent. But that's neither here nor there. I digress. I'm sorry. And if you are new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by and spending a few minutes of your time with me. And I hope that you enjoyed the video. And if you did, please give it a big thumbs up. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. That way you'll be notified each and every time I upload a new video. And feel free to share my link with everyone you know in the universe. Okay, we're in the holiday season and everything is crazy and the hustle and bustle. But you guys, please remember the reason for the season. It's not all about getting out there and spending money that you really don't need to be spending and the hustle and bustle and just the craziness of the holiday. But remember the reason for the season. Do I have to tell you what the reason of the season was? You should already know. You really should already know. And you guys be safe out there. If you're living in the cold parts of the country, just keep yourself safe, keep your family safe, keep your dog safe. And yes, I'm doing my happy dance because this food is so good. All right, I will see you later. And I will say cheers to you. And thank you so much for coming by. Be blessed and keep on cooking.